mean, you can make a very strong case for Rafael Varane, who's just won the World Cup as well as the Champions League and yada yada. But I think Luka Modric probably has the highest sort of catapult in terms of his stock this past World Cup this past summer. Because here's a guy who maybe Real Madrid fans really appreciated, maybe La Liga diehard fans and some hipsters really appreciated, but he took this platform and looked like the best player at the World Cup, Luka Modric, and so he stands out as the highest sort of stock rising. And for Messi, we can debate whether it's fair or not, but Argentina were a mess. Sure, they lost to good teams like Croatia and France, but Lionel had a lot to win out of this World Cup. It didn't have to win the World Cup, but had to give another strong showing, and he could not operate inside of that chaos that was Argentina. Sure, they didn't have a manager. We don't know who was in charge, but Messi's stock has fallen.
Modric up, Messi down. English Premier League.
So Lukaku, I think, is a good place to go here for the stock rising, because Romelu Lukaku, I think, was perceived as sort of a perennial underachiever, someone who hadn't quite put it together yet, whether that's fair or not. I don't think that question persists any longer, and maybe it's sort of ridiculous to base it on 5-6 games in a given summer, but this is what we do with the World Cup here. And Lukaku's stock has absolutely risen. His Manchester United teammate, not so much. David De Gea with those big blunders. There's a few names you can pick out from the Spanish national team. In fact, Isco is probably the only one who is saved. But De Gea in particular, I mean, those Real Madrid rumors got real quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, that's spot on with David De Gea for sure. Italy, Surya.
We can say Cristiano, not really, because he wasn't there yet, so his stock obviously is very high. I'm going to go Ivan Perisic. We'll go right back to the Croatian national team. Perisic, if you've been watching Inter, has been absolutely brilliant. Manchester United has been interested in Perisic for a while because of what he's been doing in Serie A. But here's another player who did not disappoint, who shone brightest on the biggest stage. And sure, Croatia came up just short against an arguably better France team. They didn't quite have the legs, but Perisic gave a very good account of himself, as did many Croatians. And Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, we've been raving about him. You probably heard Matteo and I talking him up ahead of this World Cup, expecting big things from him. And to be honest, it was a bit underwhelming from Serbia as a whole, and certainly